welcome to the Engerati studio, live here at European Utility Week in Barcelona. My name is Sophia and I'm joined by Inken Braunschmidt. She's the Chief Innovation Officer at Innogy SE. How are you, Inken?
I'm fine, how are you?
Really good, thank you. So let's kick this off. So can you tell us a little bit more about Innogy SE, please?
Yes, so there's a European company which is called RWE, and this year it's split up into two parts. One part is the conventional generation and the trading business. This stays within one company, still called RWE. And everything which is renewable generation, so solar, wind, and the grid and the sales business goes into a new company, which is called Innogy. That's made together out of Innovate Energy.
Okay.
Innogy. And that is also the reason why the whole topic of innovation and the Innovation Hub, formerly known as RWE Innovation Hub, now Innogy Innovation Hub, is in Innogy, in that new company.
Okay, so what are Innogy main focus area?
So Innogy overall focus, as I said, on renewables, on solar, on wind, offshore, onshore, large scale, medium scale. We have 23 million customers all over Europe in Innogy, and we have grid business not just in Germany but also in other countries like the Czech Republic or in Poland and so on and so forth. So Innogy is still quite a big, and it's a European company.
Okay, brilliant. So what are you exactly trying to achieve?
With Innogy, it's all about looking and building the utility of the future, and we from the Innogy Innovation Hub support that, of course, of our mother company, especially in the Innovation Hub by trying to find business models and to radically, or we aim to radically innovate the energy system. And with doing that in the Innogy Innovation Hub itself, of course, we support then our mother company.
Of course. So why do you think innovation is so important for the future energy system?
We see a lot of things happening out there, and just to mention three of these things. On the one hand, the world is getting much more digital due to cheaper and faster available computing power, machines getting smarter, so the whole technology is developing very, very fast, and this influences not just our industry, also other industries, and this what we have to face. It's a challenge, but it's also an opportunity. That's first. Second, society is changing, of course. I mean, always, never stopping, but a society who wants to have less CO2 or a CO2-free environment and world is something neither a state or a company can be against it. Last but not least, we see that industries and companies entering our market, which not were the usual suspects, the usual other competitors, our peers in utility area. So looking at that, the whole question is, what is so interesting? Of course, our customers, yes, but using these technologies, looking at different behavior of customers, what can we do out of that one? What is a business model we earn money with in future?
Understood. So, I have a question. So, in your role at the Innovation Hub, so you're adding the Innovation Hub, can you explain us what is this Innovation Hub? So you told me before it's a platform. Yeah. Can you tell us more detail?
Yeah, exactly. So we try to avoid saying it's a department or it's an entity, because what we tried is to build the platform and the environment for the best and brightest people to come together and develop these business model ideas. And with that platform we also have a vehicle to partner and to cooperate with others outside Innogy. So maybe with startups, smaller innovative companies, or also with big companies or corporates. And all with the aim to develop business models or innovation together. Because if we don't have the technology on our own or the talent, then you have to look outside. You have to open up, because if you want to be fast, and you have to be fast in that innovation environment, then better partner. Go together with people, with companies where you together can run fast and be innovative.
Okay, so you told me before you partner with around 20-25 startups at the same time, not at the same level, but at the same time. Why should startup partner with you?
There's a lot by what we can offer. First of all, we're a European company, so we're in several countries in Europe, which is a nice test environment. We have 23 million customers. We can offer startups to build and pilot their products in the one or other area and develop with us together. And it must not be with all the 23 million, but you start with depending if it's B2C or B2B, with some hundred or with thousand. We have a vast network we can offer startups, and with the Innovation Hub we also have a program to we call it to generate and run together. So it's an offer within 5 to 7 weeks, very fast, to develop an MVP where then both partners, so the startup and we say, hey, yeah, this is cool, this is brilliant, we can do that together. Then it goes into a pitch, and after that either everybody's fine and says yes, or you also can say there no. And this program especially designed with startups and for startups. And last but not least, yes, we have also some money to offer if it's necessary, but for us it's rather a means, because every startup is always before the next funding round. It doesn't matter in which round it is, it's always before the next. So if it's necessary, then we also fund. But we have also a lot of cooperation or collaboration contracts with startups without any funding.
Okay.
So that's also possible.
Really interesting. So you are investigating a lot of business models. Can you give us maybe 2 examples?
Yeah. 1 or 2 examples, maybe a bit closer to energy. One is we built a whole digital utility, as we call it, so the whole customer experience. If you want to get your bills, all information, you get only via internet and via your devices. You get from us also a smart meter, so that means that we have a lot more insights what happens with your electricity and in your house. We give that in a very good, of course, a nice front-end way. Of course, there's also an electricity contract, but it's for us rather the means to have that new relationship with the customers. So it's called Fresh. You can find it via Get Fresh. And this is a fully new experience for customer. Another example is share and charge. If you have a charging station for your electric vehicle and at daytime you're with your car in the office, somebody can at your home, in the garage, or at where your parking lot is, use your charger. It's a bit the Uber for charging.
Okay.
So we build a community and a platform, people having electric vehicles and people having access to charging station. So that's in the energy area. And the last example, we have built a startup, own corporate startup, which is all about drone services. So a platform bringing drone pilots and people who need an inspection together, and with some nice algorithms and a nice front end, which is also part of the service. This is the software as a service business model. It's called UCare.
Okay, it's really interesting, brilliant. So we have time for a last question. So I know you said you have you expanded in Poland. Are you planning to expand outside of Europe?
We believe that if you're in the area of innovation, this is not a regional thing, so to say, that you can always stay on your continent. From an innovation perspective, we decided very early that it's important to be where innovation is. And lucky us and lucky Europe, of course, we have some nice innovation ecosystems in Berlin and London. But we also decided to go with the team into Silicon Valley, just to tap there into the technology, into ideas, into talent, and the whole environment. And we also have an outpost in Israel, same reason. A lot of high-tech startups, a lot of bright talent and people. So how to best scout there and build then the bridge back to the Innovation Hub. And then build together with these startups or with companies out of these ecosystems. And this is not just Europe. This is Silicon Valley, this is Israel, and let's have a look where we might be also in future.
Okay, brilliant. And I think it's a great place to bring things to a close. Thank you very much, Inken, for your time.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for listening. And if you want to learn more, feel free to check our Engerati YouTube channel. Goodbye.
Bye.